in the Heart is Tiffany, where we talk about travel, lifestyle, and mental health. Follow us on Instagram at Sweet Tiffies, Twitter at Sweet Tiffies, Facebook Sweet Tiffies Inspirations, and Tiffany-Travels.com. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Back to Where in the Heart is Tiffany. On today's channel, we are going to be talking about the LAX airport and ride shared. So stay tuned. If you just want to go to the LAX airport, you will call Uber or Lyft, put in your terminal. Sometimes the Uber driver will ask you, hey, what terminal are you in? And then you get dropped off. So if I'm going to LAX, Southwest is number one, I would get dropped off right in front of that terminal. It's super, super easy to call an Uber to the LAX airport. Let's talk about if you are just getting off of your plane. Let's say, for example, I just went to Vegas, so I needed to get on the ride share, right? So what happens is I will have to go downstairs near the baggage claim, go outside, and I'm gonna find these little poles that say LAX it, okay? And on the LAX it, that is where you're going to stand for the bus that is going to come and get you. On this particular bus, they are going to take you to the rideshare portion, right? And the rideshare portion is there have Uber, Lyft, whatever you need, and there is like 2 or 3 rows that you are going to see, okay? And so basically, you're just going to stand there and wait for your Uber or Lyft, pay it, and then you are good to go home.
So if you are at the LAX airport, you have to take a bus over to the taxi station or Uber or Lyft station.
You do decide that you're just gonna pay the price, and the price may not be expensive all the time. Maybe it was the time that I came home on a Sunday afternoon, which of course that would make sense that it was expensive because maybe a lot of people are trying to get back home before they go to work on Monday. So maybe you go on a random Tuesday, Thursday, it may not be expensive and you may not have to go outside of the airport. But once you're there at the station, you can go ahead and order your Uber or Lyft. On your app is going to tell you what row or lane you're supposed to stay in based off of his Uber, Lyft, or whatever shuttle type of service. And you stand there and then it just works like normal. Your Uber driver will let you know when they're there and you just kind of hop in. And if you have questions about anything, there are these people, I think they have green vests on. And so if there's a question, you can go to them and ask them. I did go to them and ask them a question. So they are more than helpful. So let's say, for example, you're like me and you're cheap and I'm like, I'm not paying $60 to go home because it only cost me $20 or $25 to get here. I'm not doing that. So what I decided to do is, or what you can do as well, is I decided to get back on that same shuttle, stand at the LAX sign. I actually walked from the Uber station, the Uber Lyft station, to the little pole where it has the LAX, like I explained before. And I stood there waiting for the bus. The bus came and the bus took me to a green line station, okay? And I say it was almost like a 20-25 minute ride. And the reason why it takes so long is because they are stopping at each of the terminals, picking people, dropping people off. So I rode it all the way to that green light station, and that green light station, guess how much it cost? It was like $12 to come home, y'all. So it's really a matter of if you want to pay the price or you don't want to pay the price, but I'm trying to give you a cheaper alternative. Another thing is maybe you don't want to go all the way to the green light station. You could also stop at one of the hotels and have them pick you up from there because that's also a cheaper option. So it's really up to you and your decision if you want to pay for the ride share at the airport or if you would like to go outside of the airport and pay. I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. Just wanted to tell you how to use it because I was confused. So when I'm confused, I know others are confused, and I wanted to make things easier for you when you are navigating using Uber, ride shares, Lyft, whatever the case is for transportation. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. Peace.